What's up, everybody? I think that Tyson Foods started using this belt company again because it's been actually 7 days. I was out there last Wednesday, and it's gonna be 7th day today that I'm taking something else over there. Picking up in the same places I did last week. It's gonna be a belt guaranteed probably, and then delivers to Wallula, so same area. The problem is it's so late in the day. It's already 3:30, and I wanted to do a drone shot so you guys could see from up above where the cattle is and all that stuff that I was explaining last time, but it's not gonna happen. 3:30. By the time I get loaded, it's gonna be 4 and get out of here. 5, 6, 7. It's gonna be dark. It's 3 hours away, so it'll definitely be dark unless I can ask for a tour, and I don't know if they'll let me take the camera there. I mean, I'll ask and we'll see if they'll let me take the camera. That way I can show you guys what they're talking about, at least inside. Maybe I'll tell them it's for my kids, which it will be. They're gonna watch it too, so we'll see how it goes. One piece, like 300 pounds, so it's definitely a belt of some sort. Weather's beautiful, there it is. We've had great weather. Been a little bit cold at night, but during the day it's good. So no complaints, no rain, no snow, nothing like that. We're happy as can be. We're kind of over with the snow already. We've had a lot of it this year, and we're ready for summer. I wonder if that guy's pissing over there. He looked like he was putting it between the rocks over there somewhere. I don't know. Well, let's get to pickup and then we can talk up to you guys. I'll talk to you guys about what's needed in the van for the winter time. Kind of like what kind of insulation, what do you need to do to be able to be prepared to hit the road in the winter time in the winter states. Even if you're in the southern states, it still gets cold out there, but you know, you can get by if you put on 5 blankets and stuff like that and sleep with your coat on and your hood and your hat, you know, maybe like that. But I don't recommend it. I recommend getting insulation in the van. I recommend building out a certain way, doing certain things, and putting a heater in. Those are the two, well, 1, 2, 3. Insulation, heater, and bed. 3 most important things in the van. Oh, 3, and then number 1 will be this. Can't live without one of these tools. I don't know if you guys know what this is. If you don't, write it in the comments what you think this is. This is a back scratcher. You cannot be on the road without one of these. I think it's actually prohibited by the DOT, so you can't be on the road without it. You guys saw it. Very simple, very easy to get loaded. For some reason, some people always ask sometimes, how do you guys get loaded in cargo vans, you know, when you're not dock high? Well, because mostly every business has got a ramp or, you know, a roll door where a forklift can come out of. Kind of rare that it doesn't, and when it doesn't, then yeah, then brokers usually know about that and don't send a vehicle like this over there. So unless somebody, you know, somebody messed up somewhere, then, you know, we've been in those situations as well. That's when sometimes you just go and load yourself and unload yourself, which is okay. They're willing to pay a little bit more for that, so we're all good on that end. Anyways, what I wanted to explain to you guys is, you guys see how easy and it is to get loaded and strapped with the E-Track on the floor. On the floor, those metal bars that I have going all the way to the front of the van, that's called E-Track. E-T-R-E-T-R-A-C. E-Track. That E-Track requires a special type of strap. Special type of strap clicks in there, and you just ratchet it in, just like any other strap, but it just has special clip-ins. So, number one, why I recommend putting the E-Track on the floor. You don't need it on the sides in your van. You don't need to do any of that because you got wheel wells. There's almost never anything that's gets strapped to the wall. I mean, I do have what do you call it, loops here and there on the wall. That's just for my own personal stuff when I need to, you know, strap something in or do the bed or whatnot. So I have that. I do have it anyways. I've rarely used it, but I've actually used it in the summertime when I was doing the what do you call it, the breathing machines, what do you call them, ventilators. There you go. When I was delivering ventilators, I had like 3 ventilators to deliver to a hospital, from a hospital to the hospital. And so then I used that, but I didn't use straps for that because those ventilators are built in with computers and everything. So I had to be really careful. I had computer screens and everything. So on those suckers, I actually used like bungee cords. I wanted them to be there and not be flopping around, but at the same time, I couldn't get them like tight, you know what I mean? So I used the bungee cords on that. Anyways, the second reason why you need E-Track on the floor is because any heavy freight moves easily gets loaded and unloaded sliding inside your van. If you guys didn't know this, and you just have a regular floor, a wooden floor, like a, you know, stock wooden floor, you guys know how hard it is to slide pallets, especially if you got like 1,500 pounds on one, or like 2,000 pounds plus a second one coming in and maybe a third pallet coming in. It's really hard to get those all pushed inside, you know, one after the other. They use pallets to push it in. Same with getting the stuff out. That's a problem too. If it's going to be a bigger problem getting it out even, instead of, you know, getting pushed in. So freight, any kind of weight slides really easy on that E-Track metal. It's kind of like putting freight on an ice skating ring and pushing it, or like, you know, like something on ice. You just push and it slides easy. That's what that E-Track is for. That's the number 2 good reason to have it, because freight gets slidden easy in your van, easy in, easy out, and it doesn't damage your floor because the pallet sits on top of it. When you put it in right, the pallet sits on top of that. So sometimes, yeah, it's narrower stuff and it doesn't, you know, doesn't work, but 99% of the time, I'm serious, 99% of the time, any kind of heavy freight slides on your E-Track. It's very good for that. So get yourself some E-Track if you guys don't have it yet. If you just have a regular metal floor, you know, you don't have a wooden floor to attach them to, you can still attach them to your metal floor if you want. It's up to you. It just secures the freight a lot easier. I love it. Any kind of way I want to secure any kind of freight, it does it very well. I don't have any issues securing freight, ever. if it's on wheels, it doesn't matter what it is or how it is, I always get it done. Because if you guys just use your regular stock hooks that are on the sides, you know, by your wall, here and there, like whatever it is, 4 feet apart, you do have the factory loops that you can, you know, use your regular straps in it. That stuff sucks, man. You can never get it right. You can't like secure the freight, grab it right here and secure it to the back of it. You know, there's always play, there's always room to move, if anything, so it's never 100% secure that way. With this stuff, yeah, it's probably not going to be 100% secure either, but it's going to be like 99.9% secure if you do it right. And it's super easy, super fast to do. So I recommend D-Track, but you guys can do whatever you want to do. If you want to suffer, use the regular straps, regular factory loops that you have in your vans. More than welcome to keep suffering. If not, get them at Harbor Freight. They're the cheapest over there. I think they're like $12 or $15 for a 5-foot strip. Super cheap. Because if you go somewhere else to other places, they're very expensive over there. And trailer places like semi-trailer businesses, they always charge a lot more for them too. So, Harbor Freight, people, if you want to get those. I'm gonna stop by the office. They gave me paperwork, but I gotta make copies of it. They didn't give it to me, but it was part of the packing slip. So what I'm gonna do is stop by the office, make 2 copies of it, and keep on trucking to deliver it. Because last time it took them forever to write me up a bill of lading. They didn't even have it this time again. So I said, hey, I'm gonna use the packing slips, make copies of them, and do it my way. Broker was okay with that. I sent them pictures of the packing slips, so we're okay to deliver on them. That's what we're gonna do. Guys, check out this sunset. Let's get over the little hill so you can see it a little better. Yeah, look at that. In Washington, we got some of the best sunsets out there. Just so beautiful out here. So it looks like this time I do not have to check in or anything, apparently. We'll see how this goes. Good, how are you?
Wonderful.
I didn't take anything this time.
There's no PlayStation 5.
Was there one for sale here?
I'll wait until
From
6.
from the break room?
Drive safely, God bless you.
Thank you, you as well.
Take it easy.
Okay guys, I want to talk to you about the essentials. There we go, here's the light. Anyways, I want to talk to you about the essentials in the cargo van. Basically, you're going to need some of the following. Number one, a cargo van, big one and a tall one so you can stand up straight in it, you know. Second thing, you got to get the longest van and the tallest van made in the model that you're going to pick up. We only work with 3 different models. It's the Sprinter, the ProMaster, Ford Transit. It's either the Ford Transit T250 or T350. It must be a minimum, bare minimum of 144 inches long inside as far as cargo space goes. So 12 feet of space is the absolute minimum because you need to fit 3 standard size pallets. And even then, that's not enough a lot of times because there could be a long tube, a long crate, a longer something. Anyways, the van I'm driving currently is actually 16 feet of space inside. It's the longest van made. They don't make a longer cargo van than this. It's the tallest and it's the longest. It's 72 inches in the door opening and it's 192 inches long as far as loading freight. So I can take 4 pallets, no problem. Basic things. When you got your cargo van, you need to set it up for yourself. You can't just hit the road and expect everything to be well, expect yourself to be comfortable in it, expect, you know, to make money and go to hotels and so on and so forth. Why can't you go to a hotel? First of all, because it costs a fortune to spend the night at the hotel. Second of all, even if you do go to the hotel, guess what? You go there an hour or 2 later, dispatch gets you a load and you gotta go. Who's gonna refund you for your hotel? Nobody. So you need to build yourself a van that you feel comfortable in to camp out in / sleep / live in it and not waste money on a hotel. I've heard people wanting a hotel just because they want a shower. Well, that's all fine and dandy. Truck stops have showers as well. That costs only 12 bucks. Also, Planet Fitness, LA Fitness, all these places are nationwide. There's more fitness centers that are nationwide that you can get a monthly membership for like $25, $30. And you can shower in these places every single day, all day long. You can also get some of your fitness in. You can use the pool. You can use the jacuzzi. It's winter time. That's the perfect place to be at. Not in a hotel room, not wasting 150, 200 bucks on a room. You might say, oh, I can get one for 60, 80 bucks. That's still $60 or $80 out of your pocket versus you saving it, especially if you're standing around. Anyways, that's my thought on the hotel. Disclaimer, could be that way, could be something else, whatever you guys want. You guys do your thing. I'm just saying that I've never rented a hotel room because there's no point. I built out my van to the point where I can sleep in it for as long as I need to sleep in it and live in it for as long as I need to live in it. And if I need to shower, that's all fine. I just go to the truck stop, pay 12 bucks, I shower, and I go. Second thing you need, first thing is a van. Second thing you need to do is build yourself a bed. A bed, I got a bed like this. It's a huge bed. This bed is enormous. I don't know what we can see. You see how much room I have under the bed? I know it's kind of hard to see under. I don't really have good lighting in here. I mean, it's good lighting, but under the bed you can't see anything. I can fit 2 pallets, no problem, before the bed, and then I can fit 2 pallets after the bed. So I can fit 4 pallets in here. This bed folds up. So I just do this. I lift it, I put it to the wall, and it's on the wall. It's got legs, foldable legs inside on the bottom of it. So I can fold it and then strap it to the wall, and that's it. It takes me 10 seconds to put the bed up and 10 seconds to put it down. So bed is your number two thing, or number one, number two, whatever you want to call it. I don't have numbers. Another thing is heater. You got to have a heater, and I do have a heater. It's a Webasto style heater. It's a diesel Chinese air heater. You guys got to watch my previous videos of the ones I recommend for whatever van, but there's, you know, there's heaters out there. If you got a diesel van, I would recommend buying the self-enclosed unit, the one that you tap into the gas tank, very easy on a Sprinter. Or if you're going to be buying one for like a ProMaster or Ford Transit, those vans you can actually buy a self-contained thing and put it by your side door and fill it up, you know, at the gas station, you know, with a regular pump, and do it that way. It takes like over 10 liters of diesel, and it's very, very warm. Another thing you need to do is actually build it out, and build it out to your comfort, like insulate it and put, you know, some kind of a ceiling cover on it, some kind of a carpeting or whatever you want to do. I did carpeting. The reason I did carpeting, look at that, I got carpet everywhere. Carpet here, carpet here. This van actually doesn't have a side door, so everything carpet, even on this side. Why carpet? Because as you can see right here where I'm talking, there's no echo. So carpet is actually another noise canceller / noise absorber, and another heating keeper inner, whatever you want to call it. So I do carpet on the sides, and it's not the only van I've done that with. Another thing, vent for the summertime. You need a vent, and I've got a vent right here. Look at that. So I've got one. With that vent, you're good to go for 85 degrees outside, and you could be perfectly fine inside your van as long as it's insulated. And that's the next one, is insulate your van. I have it insulated fully, 100% fully. I have insulation up on the ceiling. It's foam insulation, foam insulation like this. You see this? This is an 1.5 inch foam insulation. They sell it in Home Depot and Lowe's in sheets of 4 feet by 8 feet long, and you just cut out for whatever you need. Right here, right there. I have the whole roof like that in this van. Everything is all insulated. The whole thing from the front to the back is insulated. And on this specific van, you can do it if you want to. It costs a lot, about $400, and you might not have enough, or you might have enough depending on how thick you go. You see this? Blow-in insulation. This is foam blow insulation, and I have it everywhere, in every little crevice, everywhere. The whole sides, all my walls, everything on the sides, from the top to the bottom, everywhere. You can see it over here as well. See this? Foam, 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 foam. Everywhere foam. I just need to add a little bit of carpeting. Then it'll be good to go. But anyways, so you guys can see, it's very good that I didn't cover this, so you guys can see. This is blow-in foam insulation. Very good noise cancellation. Plus keeps all your heat inside. Keeps the heat from outside, not coming inside, so on and so forth. So that's my recommendations, guys. That's the stuff you need. Couple other things, you don't have to have them, but you know, a dolly hand truck like this. This is the brand I use. It's called a Costco, C-O-S-C-O folding series. It's a 3-in-1. And a ramp. Ramp is always good, useful to have, so you guys can do some liftgate loads with a ramp, or easier to get loaded, unloaded. Sometimes, here's what it is. Sometimes I take liftgate loads within about 500-pound range, 600-pound range. If they can load you with the forklift, I make him load it on this. This part folds in. I make him load it on this cart, and it's loaded, and I strap it in right here to the E-Track with the cart together. And then once I arrive for delivery, it's already on here. I don't have to worry about it. I just put up my ramp and just wheel it down with my ramp, get it off my dolly, and the liftgate delivery is complete. And those actually pay more on the liftgate loads versus just the regular loads. So that's my recommendations. You guys can take them. or you guys might not want to take them, whatever you want to do. Chains is another one. It's winter time and you guys need chains. I recommend having chains. You have to have chains, especially in the state of Washington. You do need chains because you're going to get stopped, and you're not, if it's chains required and you don't have them and you're not all-wheel drive, which you're not all-wheel drive in a cargo van, yeah, you guys need chains. So once again, quick run through. Van, longest and tallest. Second thing, heater, Chinese Webasto style diesel heater, best ones you guys can get. Insulation for the van, build your bed, and then, you know, do your little coverings, the top of the roof, whatever. Oh, curtains, yes, forgot curtains. Here's what I'm going to show you guys. So whatever your sleeping area is, this is my sleeping area. This bed is huge, by the way. It is 54 by 75 inches long, so it's big. It's like a full-size mattress, not a queen size, but a full-size / double. It's huge. It's good for 2 people, no problem. If it's super cold somewhere, or you know, you got loaded with say 2 pallets in this van, I could close my curtains. Nobody knows, nobody sees my bed, nothing. If it's super cold and you don't want to run the heater, or you want to run it for only a couple hours, you close these curtains. And then you also need to have some curtains in the front. I've got curtains up front too. See this? This is a bar. It's the shower bar or whatever. And I put curtains, blackout curtains. You can go buy them at Ross or TJ Maxx or whatever. See how dark that is? You can't see anything. It's so super dark in here. Nobody sees anything. So once you have this closed off and enclosed from your cab area, and you got your heater running, and you got that area closed off, if it's super cold, like minus, you know, minus 20-ish, oh, you're gonna be golden. You're gonna be fine. But with a fully insulated van like what I have everywhere, and even the back doors are insulated, I got regular fiberglass insulation everywhere over here. It's everywhere inside, as you can see right there. It's all open right there, but it's all up in here. It's everywhere. So you have to insulate the van, guys. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hopefully my recommendations help you guys. Hopefully you guys will take the advice and not even hit the road without a heater, a good heater, a diesel heater that can actually keep you warm, without a proper bed that can fold up and not be in the way of your freight. And the reason I built this bed so tall is because a lot of the freight can actually fit under there. So I barely have to move it. Even if I take 3 pallets, I can take some stuff off of some of those pallets and stack them higher over here in the back, and the 3rd pallet can go under the bed, and I don't even have to mess with moving the bed. So there's my recommendations, guys. Hopefully maybe you can do it better. You know, you can write it in the comments if you want to do it better, but this is the quick way, efficient way. Stay warm. Don't waste money on a hotel, motel / whatever else you're wasting money on. Be safe, be comfortable in your van, and go make that money. God bless. Catch you on the next one.